As we celebrate National FFA Week, we are today catching up with the Nebraska FFA State President. Her name is Lexi Bodlak. Lexi, great to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Tell us a little about yourself. You hail from the Pender FFA Chapter, correct?
Yes, I am. I'm from Pender, so in the northeast corner of the state, and it's been really awesome to travel and see the rest of Nebraska this year. But I grew up in a small town, and so I was really fortunate enough to have a lot of supporters in my community. I was able to explore a lot of different parts of agriculture, so I worked at a local greenhouse, and then I eventually took that on as my own project, and then I was lucky enough to also grow up on a corn and soybean operation, so I've been involved in that part of agriculture as well.
Was FFA something you always thought you were going to do? Talk to me about how you joined the organization.
So Mr. Bartlett has it down to a science. That's my ag teacher. And he does a lot with those elementary students. So from a very young age, I always saw those big kids in the blue jackets, and I knew that I wanted to be one of them for sure. So during elementary ag day, we would make ice cream, go to the petting zoo, all of those sorts of things. And then as I got closer to junior high and high school, I sort of saw what FFA could provide me as far as opportunities and leadership development. And I joined my freshman year, and I haven't looked back since.
Well, every time we get to sit down with one of the Nebraska FFA state officers, it seems like the organization continues to grow in not only the number of members, but the number of chapters. I assume you guys are continuing that trend. Kind of give us the state of the Nebraska FFA Association.
Yes, so we're almost at about 12,000 members now, which is phenomenal, and we've added about 10 new chapters this year, so we're up to around 210 chapters. So it's been awesome to see the growth.
Why do you think FFA and ag education continues to grow in the state?
I think that now businesses are sort of realizing how important it is not only to have workers, but skilled workers. That seems to be our issue in Nebraska with the labor shortage. And so investing in those younger members and providing them not only with those soft skills, but also the opportunity to practice some of those more technical skills like welding or things like that, where we're getting real hands-on experience in a shop. Those sorts of things are really starting to show those values, and agricultural leaders in general is something that Nebraska is going to continue to need. So.
Well, it's a big week, National FFA Week. How are some of the ways you yourself and your teammates are celebrating, but also the Nebraska FFA members across the state this week?
So with Nebraska FFA Week, or I guess National FFA Week, we are really celebrating all throughout the state. I know that all of my teammates and I will still be out doing chapter visits, so we'll have the opportunity to connect with roughly 35 schools during National FFA Week. So we'll get to join in on their festivities. As a team, I think we're really taking the opportunity to reflect on just what FFA has done for us, and then what we can do to really provide and serve the rest of our members for the little bit of time we have left this year. So
you referenced only a little bit of time left because the state FFA convention is quickly approaching, about a month away here as you and I have this conversation at the end of March. What are you most looking forward to about convention?
I would say I'm most looking forward to just seeing our members again. I've been really fortunate enough to, meet some of them for the first time at Colt Conference, and then we got to catch up at Edge, and then Pathways to Careers, and so now I've seen these members a couple of times at different events, and so it'll be really awesome to see them one more time as they compete in those competitions they've been working so hard on all year.
What has been your message to students as you've interacted with them across the state?
There's so many. I feel like one of the biggest messages that I can give FFA members, and I've sort of been preaching it all year, is it is a privilege to be in this agricultural community, and I really just wish that members would take advantage of this opportunity. Only 2% of the nation is able to provide for all of us in this country, and so we really do have a unique opportunity. And so if members can just remember to capitalize on where they're at right now, they'll be able to connect with a really amazing community and serve others as well.
An important message to share. That is Lexi Bodlak, originally from the Pender FFA Chapter, now serving as the Nebraska FFA State President.